Yeah.
Okay, everybody. I want to welcome you to the Break Free Project, the New Way call. We do these calls quite often, and I know that I speak for Christine when I say that it definitely feels different now more than ever. And I can also speak for Christine in that we have probably been busier than we've ever been. More and more people are, wanting to get healthy food delivered to their doors, and more people now are looking for ways to make additional income or income, period. And we feel obligated to share this information that we're going to share with you guys tonight because this opportunity and this income has changed our lives, and we'll share our stories later. But I think now more than ever, we are so blessed to have this. I don't know where I would be if I was not getting paid every Monday with this opportunity. And I know that Christine and I spoke today too, and she'll probably tell the story about how she was able to help family today because of that income. And so our hope is that at the end of this call, at least one person can sleep better at night knowing that there is a solution to what's going on in your lives. So we're going to get to all that in just a moment. But before we do, I want to welcome my co-host. She is in the top 50 income earners in all of Canada. She is a top leader in action in all of Canada. She is the top income earner on our amazing Break Free Project team. And she's just amazing. One of the hardest workers I've ever known. Came in to lose a few pounds. And who would have known that that it would change her life the way it has. So she'll tell her story in a moment, but I want to go ahead and pass this on to Christine Carter. Take it, Christine.
Awesome. Thank you, Sandra. Yeah, I'm going to tell my story a little bit later. So today we're talking about, the new way, learning how to create an income from home. So my name is Christine, and Sandra introduced me to this program 4 years ago. Now I can't even believe it. And yeah, 4 years ago, I, like Sandra said, started for weight loss, and this has been a game changer for me, physically and financially. And I'll share my story in a little bit. But today we're here, we'll share our stories and some of our team success and our team stories, but more importantly, we're here to share with you this opportunity that is really available to everybody. And now more than ever, you're going to hear us say that quite often throughout this call, but there's such a greater need now more than ever. So Sandra and I get very passionate about it because it's just been changed both of our lives. So we hope one person on this call will change. So before I get into my story and telling you a little bit about it, we've got to do the technical stuff. So we have a disclaimer. So we're just going to say that quickly, that these products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, as well as everybody's transformation may be different and will be different, and that the money that everybody earns also is different and not average. So we'll get that part out of the way and on to the fun stuff. So let's jump right in. We are definitely in changing times, and are you prepared? And so this is really an important time, a very sensitive time, a very stressful time for a lot of people. So, and these are some really serious questions that we need to be asking ourselves, not on even a day-to-day, as the news says, on a minute-to-minute, how everything is changing daily here. So, and all over the world. So are you in need of more income, and are you stressed about money? Are two big topics now, of course. And again, now more than ever, so many people are getting laid off. It is a topic of conversation everywhere, not just being laid off, but not necessarily even knowing when you're going to go back to work, the school's shutting down. So could you afford to be out of work for 3 or more months? to be able to support yourself or your family. You know, do you have a savings? Do you have a contingency for that if that were to happen, or if someone does get sick? And of course, in our times, our governments are stepping up, but is that really going to help you? And are you really prepared for this situation? So these are all things that we need to think about. And do you wish to have better access to healthy food, right? You see these people, there's so many things going on in the lineups in the grocery stores and all of this food, but having better access to healthy food delivered to your door. So we're going to answer all of these questions for you and take all of that stress off. So the Break Free Project is something that was created to help people live their best lives physically and financially. So most people come in for one and they ended up gaining both. So like myself, I came in for the physical transformation, and not only did I have that, but I had the financial transformation. So what does all of this mean? So there's a big difference between financial success versus financial freedom, right? So what is the difference? Financial success is somebody who is earning a lot of income, but they don't have the time freedom to be with their family. They don't have the time freedom to maybe travel. They work really long hours. So they may make a really healthy paycheck, but at the end of the day, they're not necessarily healthy because of the stress and the long hours and not being able to take time off to be with their families. Financial freedom, however, is both of those things. So you can earn a really nice stay-at-home income, but you also get the benefit of time freedom, being able to choose to be with your family, being able to choose to be home if somebody gets sick, being able to choose to take a travel vacation, which you're going to hear Sandra's story shortly, where she just did that with her entire family and traveled around the globe. So the big difference between those two and how we get there is what we're really going to focus on in this call today. Okay. So how do we do that? This is, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Robert Kiyosaki. So you have Rich Dad Poor Dad is a perfect example. And most people have probably read this book or heard of this book. And this is where the left quadrant and right quadrant that you're seeing in front of you comes from. There is a newer version of this that is based for network marketing. So, and it is a fantastic read. I have it online, not in a paper copy. But that's where this stems from. And the difference of being financially success and financial freedom. So let me just explain what that means. When you're on the left side of the quadrant, this is 95% of the population and only 5% of the wealth, okay? And who does that cover? This is what we call linear income. So you work for an hour, you get paid for an hour. If you don't work, you don't get paid, right? We're exchanging time for money. This is most people who have a 9-to-5 job, Monday to Friday, right? And, you know, government workers, all of our doctors, our nurses, you know, everybody that does retail, all kinds of things. Your average 9-to-5 job, salary, and some people will be also commission or commission based on top of their salary. Some other examples of that, who people on the left side are self-employed. So we're talking about like brick and mortar, for example, businesses, your mom and pop businesses, your family businesses, you know, they might have half a dozen employees. You know, they're self-employed, they have to have stock, they have to have overhead, they have a lot of overhead, they have to have a storefront, there's a lot of inventory you have to stock. This includes Uber drivers, you know, people with jobs like that. And the difference between having employees and self-employed on the left-hand side compared to the right-hand side is the left-hand side, you're exchanging that time for money. So you can only work an hour and get paid for an hour. You can't create more time, right? So when you don't work, you don't get paid. So what we do, and what we do with Isagenix and what we do with Team Break Free, is we take people from that left side and we're going to take you to the right side. On the right side is, and let this sink in, you guys, this is 5% of the population and 95% of the wealth. Okay, this is where residual income comes in, and where Sandra was talking about our Payday Mondays. So, for example, big businesses, you have businesses like Amazon, Google, Apple, you know, these big corporations that employ 500 plus people, and franchises, you know, in Canada, Tim Hortons, Starbucks, right? Everybody knows those big businesses. Then we also have investors, so people that can put a lump sum money down, buy real estate, flip real estate, sit on stocks, ride the highs and the lows, you know, those kinds of bigger investments. And the right side is where we're going to show you how to be. And the biggest difference is you do the work once and you get paid over and over and over again. Every single Monday we get paid. So Team Break Free is, we're showing most people don't have this kind of income and business mindset to build the freedom with the leverage income, okay? But here we do, and that's what this is all about, teaching you to go from the left side to the right side. Leverage and residual income, here's the thing, when you join with Isagenix, there's no risk. And this is something that is a really peace of mind. You don't have to have previous business skills. You don't have to have a Harvard education. You earn money as you learn. It used to cost you actually a $29 membership to join, and now it's even free. So now there's really no cost involved just to get you started. So you don't have to pay the overhead. You don't have to have these high-end expenses. You don't need to stock all of this stuff. Anybody can start right now with a Wi-Fi connection. And that's really the beauty and how easy this is to really get going, okay? So how would a bit of extra money help you? What would it do for you? I really want you to stop and think about that, right? How would an extra $500 a month feel for you? That, for most people, because most people, remember 95% of the population sit on the left-hand side, that's life-changing money, just $500, even $200 now, right? So that's a car payment, for example. Imagine freeing up that extra money and what you could do with it. For those of us that live in the cold and the snow, that's a hydro payment, right? Because hydro is really expensive. Moving on to what would $3,000 do for you? For a lot of people, that's a credit card debt. As much as we'd like to say we don't, most people on average have a $3,000 to $5,000 credit card debt. So what would it be like to free that up and not have to have that monthly bill hanging over your head? And then going even bigger, which we can, because we can dream big with Isagenix, what about having $10,000 a month? I mean, really think about how life-changing that money can be for you. This is mortgage payments. This is time freedom. This is time with your family. This is being able to put your kids through college without having to worry. Let them choose the college that they want to go to, you know? So whatever it is, you're not going to have those limitations. So you get to choose what and how much extra this opportunity can do for you, okay? So let me just tell you my story really quickly. Sandra introduced me to Isagenix. I can't believe it was 4 years ago. And I was working on the left side of the quadrant. I was really working on the left side of the quadrant. I mean, I worked for cruise ships. It was a phenomenal job, don't get me wrong. I traveled the globe. I did a lot of amazing things, but I worked hard. I worked really long hours. It was 7 days a week for months on end, 12 to 14-hour days. It was super high stress in the management level. So I was away from my family. And so when I was introduced to this with Sandra, it was really game changing for me, physically and financially. I said yes to Sandra because I wanted to lose a bit of weight. So you can see my physical transformation there. And now 4 years later, I mean, I continue to just have more and more energy and better hair, better skin. I mean, I can't even tell you, the stress level has gone completely down. when I said yes to Sandra, within 3 years, within 1 year, I was able to leave my job. And within 3 years, I was a six-figure income earner, and I was able to purchase my own home last year. And so now I work from home, which I've been doing for several years, and very low stress. I get to choose the people I work with. And so that's really, really choosing to go from the left side of the quadrant to the right side of the quadrant. And what's really important is I didn't know a thing about network marketing. I didn't know anything. So you get to earn as you learn, and that's the beauty of what we do. That's really the beauty. And so we have so many people on our team with all really great success stories, and from all different walks of life. So Candy was recently our top 10 income earner for the month of February. She was a traditional land owner. She owned her own landscaping company, really worked hard, physical labor, really had a hard time finding staff all the time. And so recently she sold her business. She's now doing Isogenics full time, and has become our top income earner in just several short months. Sean is a principal full time. His biggest month is over $2,000, and his transformation has been phenomenal watching him. He's a father. He's got little ones at home, so he's running all over the place, and he's still a full time principal, but $2,000 extra a month. I mean, that's amazing. Femke, who's on the call, is over, her biggest week was just over 1,000. That's in 1 week, you guys. Okay, that's not a month, that's a week. So, you know, she loves what she does. She works with horses, and she's only continuing to grow and make more every single month. And then we also have Kara and Kat, and Kara is a mom of 5. I don't know anybody as busy as this lady. I mean, she's got 5 kids running around. She is super mom. And guys, she was a nuclear engineer. So she had a really great high paying job. She was a fitness professional, and with just spending 1 hour a day, she was able to surpass her income, and in less than a year, and now she gets to do all the things with her 5 kids all the time. Kat is one of the youngest on our team, and she's a millennial. She was like me, former cruise ship, and her story has been amazing because we have watched her go from a massive debt load to clearing all her student loan. She quit her job in 2019. She was so excited, and she has been traveling the globe since then. In most of 2019, she spent traveling while still getting paid. So these are all really great success stories of people on our team, and all very possible, just to show you all different ages, all different demographics. So on that note, I'm going to turn it over to Sandra. So Sandra's going to tell her story, but she just finished and just came back from, she took a year, almost a year off, not quite a year, to pack up the kids, pull them out of school, homeschool, and travel the globe with her husband and her kids. And Sandra is a multi-six-figure income earner, and I will let her tell her story. I won't give too much away. Sandra.
Thank you, Christine. I love hearing your story. I still remember the day that I told you, you know that you can make some good money with this. Like, I still remember that phone call with you. Yes, you know, Christine told a little bit about my story, and I don't want to take too long with this because, gosh, there's so many people that have this same story in Isogenics, but this was me before Isogenics. I was an exhausted, overworked, stressed out wife and mom of 2 little ones. I made a great income, a 6-figure income in my corporate career, but with that came very long work hours, days, weeks. My commute was an hour and a half on a good day to 3 hours each way. So there were days that I didn't even see my children. But I grew up thinking that this was what you're supposed to do. You know, you have to work your tail off to be successful, and that's what I was doing. I knew nothing else. And I, like Christine, started Isogenics for the products. I saw a friend, actually, we didn't even really know each other that well, post a photo on Facebook of her 2-week transformation. And I contacted her. I'm always looking for ways to detox, cleanse. I'm always into holistic health. Didn't think I'd have any kind of transformation, but within 2 weeks, I lost the last 10 pounds of my baby weight. I woke up before my alarm clock. I had never felt better. And so I had no interest in this income opportunity at all, but I share things when I love them. Like when I love something, you're going to hear about it, whether it's a Netflix show or a book or a new restaurant. I tell people I love sharing those things. And this was no different. And before I knew it, my friends wanted to know what I was doing. And so I was referring them to Isagenix. And within a few weeks, I got a credit card in the mail. And every Monday I would get an email telling me that they were putting money on this card. And for 2 years, I really didn't even know how I was making money. I was just sharing what I loved. And then one day I decided that I had had enough. I was sick and tired of building somebody else's dreams, the owner of my company. I was working my tail off, never seeing my family, and I only got 2 weeks a year of vacation time. And I knew that there were people in Isagenix that were way younger than me making 6- and 7-figure incomes. And I thought, you know what, if they can do it, so can I. My kids deserve that. And so within a year of making that decision and getting to work, I want to make sure everybody understands that this takes hard work to get to this level. I was able to replace my 6-figure income. And at the age of 38, I retired from corporate America and came home. And I became the mom and the wife that I wanted to be. I was a better friend. I was a better family member because I was more present and I had more time freedom, like Christine mentioned. I was able to pick the kids up from school, be there for field trips, be there if they got sick. I didn't have to ask permission from somebody else if I could be with my kids if they were sick. I just still don't think that that's normal. I'm definitely not meant for corporate America. But then yes, as Christine mentioned last year, my biggest month was over $26,000. And I don't say that to impress, but to impress upon you the amazing potential here. And it wasn't about the income, it was about the freedom that income gave me, the time with my family, which is the most important thing, because every second that goes by, you have less and less time. And so last year, my husband and I decided, you know what? We have this income coming every Monday, residually. Let's take a trip. So we world schooled the kids this past year. We spent 5 months in Europe. We spent a month in New Zealand. And in between there, we came back to the States for the holidays, spent some time in Utah, fell in love with Park City, Utah, and decided we want to move there. So we are in Park City, Utah. That is location freedom that is not possible in, I don't know, in many other industries. And so again, I just want to share my story because I think that so many people don't really understand this is not just about the amazing income potential, but the freedom that you have. And so how does it work? I like to use Amazon as an example because a lot of people have Amazon accounts. You're probably ordering a lot from Amazon nowadays. So imagine that Amazon gives you a linear cash referral bonus. So you refer somebody and you get $10 for every person you refer to Amazon. Okay, you would probably refer quite a few people. Every time somebody says, I need a coffee mug, you should go to Amazon. Here's the link. Now, imagine that you get that linear cash referral, but you also get a residual cash referral. So you get that $10, okay, when that person enrolls with Amazon, but every time they shop, you get 6% cash back on their orders forever, okay? That's a little bit more interesting. You worked once and you're getting paid over and over again. You're not even there when they're ordering. Now, imagine this. This is what sets Isagenix apart. Imagine if Amazon has a leveraged teamwork model where you get the $10, you get the 6% back cash back every time that person shops, but that person then shares Amazon with people and you get 6% off of all those people's orders. And those people share with people and you get 6% cash back from all those people's orders. And you get 6% cash back from people you don't even know that Christine enrolls. That is how Isagenix works. I don't think people really understand that this is social retail. This is unlike anything else out there. So would you rather earn 100% of your efforts or 1% of 100 people's efforts? Think about it. Less time, more money. Okay, leveraged freedom is what this is. And it's not about creating an income, as I mentioned. It's about creating an income producing asset. It's real estate. And all you have to do is buy healthier food and have it delivered to your door, which is why we mentioned we are extremely busy right now, because people want healthy, natural food, immune boosting vitamins. And that's what Isagenix has. And unlike buying on Amazon or Walmart, you get paid to shop and refer your friends. So Christina's going to tell us briefly what Isagenix is, and then we'll tell you how you make money.
So this is really hard to put in a nutshell because there's so many things you can get. So I'm going to just tell you some of the, sort of the most popular, and then you can go and see for yourself. But Isagenix is really a holistic online health food store with products and systems. It is clinically proven, third-party tested, made with natural whole food ingredients, and guaranteed for results. It's affordable for everyone. There's a budget for everybody, you guys, whether you have $100, $200, $300. I mean, all you're doing is replacing the food that you are already eating. It's convenient. It's really good. I mean, the combinations and the things that we post and share about of what you can do. I mean, it's I can't even talk about how good our food is. And purchase online and delivered right to your door, which nowadays, of course, is what really everybody wants. So on average, is between 3 to 5 days is the average delivery time. Sometimes it's even quicker. So for example, some of the foods that you get in your local grocery store, chocolate. Yes, we have chocolate, and yes, you can have healthy chocolate. I mean, it's amazing. It's loaded with green tea. It's got peanut butter, which is my favorite because I could put it on everything. Instead of eating Doritos and chips, we've got our whey thins and our plant-based. So we have a lot of plant-based products, dairy-free products, gluten-free, soy-free. I mean, really, the products are really organic. Our company is very good about resourcing all the right natural ingredients. So it's safe for kids, it's safe, for pregnant people, diabetes, I mean, all of those things. And so we have our AMP line. Our AMP line is amazing. So for anybody into the sports side, and you don't even have to be an athlete. You can be an athlete, but if you're into yoga, if you're into hiking, we have a full AMP sports line for you. Full vitamins, of course, immune boosting products, which is really popular right now. And our isolate shakes are really our staple of all of our packs and our products. Again, you can get plant-based, dairy-free. We've got lots of different flavors, seasonal flavors. So all of this is coming and delivered right to your door. There's a skincare line. We have essential oils, which you can put in your shake. You can diffuse them. And we're constantly coming out with new things. So there's so many products, guys, we have that everything is delivered right to your door. And the best part about this is every time you spend money, it's going back in your own pocket. So you're not going down to your local grocery store. Does your local grocery store pay you every time you spend money there? Ours does, right? On top of that, we have other bonuses where you get $200 just for joining our Isa Body competition. So $600 back in free product just for being a loyal customer. So you're constantly putting money back into your own pocket. So we've got, it's not just a shake company. A lot of people, are familiar with Isagenix and they understand that it's a weight loss company. Energy and performance are actually some of our higher categories now because people really want more energy, healthy aging, and of course what we're talking about today and what Sandra's going to get into is the wealth creation. So I'll leave that because she's going to touch on that. And really what's super important nowadays is it's backed by science. So we actually have scientific studies. You can go to isagenixhealth.net. And there is from several college and university studies that show with Isagenix, you have 50% more weight loss, 40% more fat loss and twice as much visceral fat loss. And that visceral fat, as we all know, is that stubborn little belly that gets stuck around all our livers and our organs, and that's that last little part to get rid of. Again and again in scientific studies, it's been proven that our products really do truly work. So Sandra's going to get a little bit into how we share this and how we do it and how easy it is to get yourself going. So Sandra?
Perfect, thank you. And I don't want to spend too much time on this because, you know, there's so many ways that we make money for really doing the same thing. And that's simply you share with people, they share with people. You know, and I know we're hearing a lot about exponential growth these days. That's the negative side of it. This is the positive side. So as you share, and as like what happened with Christine and I, we had results. People wanted to know what we were doing and we were sharing it. And then those people had results and it shared, and it grows and it grows and it grows. And we have two sides, a right side and a left side. There's points attached to every product in the entire store called BV, business volume. And every time people shop, it all rolls up to you. We get paid every Monday from 2 weeks before, but there's also upfront bonuses, not just the residual side. And so like, that's what I was just mentioning. This is the part that sets us apart. This is the part that creates that freedom, that right quadrant income that, I don't know, I never would have had a way to make this before. You know, I didn't have money to invest in anything. So exponential growth is why this can create the freedom that you're looking for. And you might have heard this, it's not a riddle, it's real, it's the real thing. Would you rather have $1 million today or have a penny double every day for a month? You want the penny, because at the end of 31 days, you will have over $10 million. That's exponential growth. It grows and it grows and it grows. And this is exactly the same. And as we mentioned, you're simply reallocating some of your current grocery spending. All right. And nowadays, you know, we don't even want to go to the grocery store. We want it delivered to our homes. So more and more people want to do this. Imagine just taking some of your grocery spending and spending it on healthier food. Coffee that doesn't have pesticides. Most coffee has pesticides. You want to make sure you're buying non-toxic, organic. Isogenics has it. Chocolate, cookies, chips, essential oils. And you get paid on your own purchases, and then you get paid on everybody else's purchases in your virtual marketplace. Okay. And a lot of times people say to us, well, I don't really know a lot of people. That's okay. Do you know 2 people that eat? This is again why, you know, our business is doing well right now. And it's because people want healthy food. People always want food. It's recession proof. You need to eat to live, and people want to be healthy. So do you know 2 people that eat? Now, if you share this amazing nutrition with 2 people this month, and those 2 people share with 2 people next month, and then those 6 people share with 2 people the next month, so on and so on. By the end of 12 months, you will have over 8,000 people in your virtual marketplace. Okay. Now, it doesn't always happen that it happens in a year. It could take 5 years. But do you know that that would total over 26,000 Canadian in income in month 12 for you? Just, that's not even including the bonuses. That's just the payout, the residual payout in cycles. Now, again, this could take 5 years. This could take 10 years. It all depends on your work ethic, all right, and other factors. But this is real, and the potential is there. And we know a lot of people right now that don't have a choice. They are willing to put in the work, and this is possible. And you're only paying for your food. That's your only overhead. So why Isogenics? Well, first of all, we have a compensation plan that not many other companies do. We're not paid on certain levels. Other companies might pay you to 7. We are pay you on unlimited, all right, 6%, unlimited. And we are led by an amazing family. They have done network marketing for, I think, cumulatively like 60 years between the 3 of them. And they know what this is all about, and they set out to do things differently. This is not a pyramid scheme. This is not the kind of thing where you had to get in early, nothing like that. They wanted to do it right, and they have. And that's why we have over 330 millionaires in just 18 years, because they are doing it right. And by the way, one of our youngest millionaires is 27 years old. So she did not start this when she was 10. So it doesn't matter when you get started. You can earn more money than me, and I hope you do. I hope you do. Integrity, an A+ in the Better Business Bureau. I want to repeat that, an A+ in the Better Business Bureau. So anybody says, oh, it's a scheme. No, it's not. It's real. I promise you. They were also nominated for a Torch of Ethics, Torch Award for Ethics with the Better Business Bureau. The culture is focused on family, on being able to have freedom and work from home and not have to stress. That's the culture of Isagenix, and that's what they want for us. And again, no compromise quality. Our products, every raw ingredient that comes in is third-party tested for purity, microbial activity, so you're never gonna have to worry about E. coli or anything like you might on salad at your grocery store. Everything is third-party tested. Amazing kids products. This is what you want your kids eating. And the timing couldn't be more perfect. I mean, I hate to say it's not because of what's happening now. I've been saying this for a few years, but the health, fitness, and healthy aging industry and energy industries, look, it's a $250 billion industry, 15.9 billion in weight loss. The energy industry is $121 billion. We have amazing products that naturally boost your energy. Performance, Christine mentioned it, a $31 billion industry. In healthy aging, people want to feel their best even when they're in their 90s. And Isagenix is helping with that with our amazing Isagenesis. We call it Botox in a bottle, amazing product. So this is the perfect storm, and it's always a good time, but now might be the best time for you because of certain situations. And again, we're here to help you with that. And our team provides you with a business in a box. We give coaching and support. You will have exclusive access to our automated emails. We have campaigns already set for the whole year. We give you graphics. We give you all the tools. You just need to put the work in, which I know that you're already working hard in whatever you're doing. But what if that work paid you dividends forever? Not just once, one paycheck that could go away. This is what we want to share with you tonight, is the possibility. And here is our next campaign. This starts on Monday, our resolution reboot. It is free shipping. Isagenix, of course, waived shipping this week for all new members. Plus, you get a free box of energy shots if you're in Canada, a free case of energy drinks in the US for getting started this week. And our resolution reboot, it's free for everyone. It's free for everybody. We welcome everybody into these challenges. And this one actually is social distancing edition. I haven't changed this image, but we're helping people to revive their resolutions from home, not just with Isagenix products. There's free workouts. There's you get a free ebook every week. Again, we provide that. Our team provides that for you and your customers and your friends. So please join this, no matter what you decide today. So Christine, what's next?
And in our free reboot, we're doing a free raffles too. So we're giving out some free stuff. So it's totally interactive to try to engage people. There's just so much negativity going on right now. So we're trying to do our part in serving you and serving people and bringing, happy and healthy into the world. So we're going to have a lot of interactive stuff going on that, like Sandra said, you can do from home, and free stuff. I mean, free prizes and free cool stuff. And not all of it is going to have to do with weight loss. It's going to be energy. It's going to be all kinds of stuff. So what do you do? So for those of you that are on the call, I know we're also streaming live on Facebook, but for those of you, reach out to the person who invited you to this call to get started. It's free. There is no membership anymore. So it has zero cost, zero overhead, zero storefront. You don't have to pay employers. You don't have to pay employees. You don't have to, there's no expense. There's no risk to get started. There's even 100% money back guarantee on the product if you don't like it. There's nothing to lose, right? So reach out to the person who brought you in and invited you in. Now more than ever, guys, people are working from home. We want to help people, even if it's to create $100. Some people want more than that, and that's great. Live your dreams, get your dream car, buy your home like I did last year, all paid for on Isagenix. It's tough times, it's changing times, lots of people are out of work, and so we just want to be able to help you. If we reach out to just one person on this call, we're happy to be here for you. And so put money back in your own pocket and pay yourself, right? Work from home and, get to have cool calls like we do. We had a wine night the other night, this is what the world's coming to, right? So Our next upcoming opportunity calls, we're going to be doing a lot of these, and our team is global. We have people in Mexico, we have people in the UK, we have people in the United States, we have people everywhere. So our next call is Monday, March 24th. I don't know if that's a Monday, but 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. And this is for London time. So is it Andrea?
Yes, it's myself and Andrea. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she is our UK leader over on Team Break Free over there. So we're not just local guys, we're global, right? So, you know, if you've got friends and family, this is a global situation we're in. So you can help not just people around you, but you can help people in other countries who are going through this. One of our team, Liz, is in Italy, and she is quarantined, and she has all her stuff and supplies for everything she needs, you know? She has nothing to worry about. So what a peace of mind that is. And she gets a paycheck every Monday. So, you know, so that's, I think, it for now. We just want to wish everybody, please take care of yourselves, take care of your families. You know, we know social distancing and all that stuff. It's a tough time, times are changing, you know, so just help your neighbor, help everybody out, you know, spread the happiness and love, and let us know what we can do. Reach out to the people, or myself and Sandra. We're here to help. We're here to serve you, and we wish you nothing but help and healthy happiness. Okay, great.
Good. Whatever she said. Have a great night, everybody, and stay healthy and safe. And we'll see you.
Thank you for joining everybody on the call and taking the time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Christine and Sandra. Awesome.
You're welcome.
Bye.